Going on, guys? EC here, and so we're going to be talking about Turok, and can we see the Turok games on the Atari VCS? So let's get into it. But before we do, make sure you subscribe. I put out new videos whenever I can, so subscribe. So guys, there's no secret that Atari has been in the news quite a lot with new games being released, new games being announced, acquisitions that they've been doing. But from what we don't know is what they're doing with the VCS, because VCS, no, not VCS, for those that don't know, seems to be lacking some very influential game titles that they now own due to Atari acquiring the game developer Night Dive Studios. For those that know, is a studio that is basically the developer who remasters a bunch of games like Turok. So why haven't we seen these games? Well, I don't think Atari has released these games yet because Atari needs to obviously port the games over to the VCS, because obviously, well, yeah, they do run on Linux, and obviously there are Steam versions of these games. I do think they would obviously need to make sure that the controller is incorporated, and I don't know if they would incorporate both controllers as well as the main modern controller and the classic controller, but we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But when it comes to Atari as well, I also think Atari might be trying to pull back some investment on the VCS, just because the VCS isn't as big a hit as they first thought it was going to be. Now, do I think that Atari is going to pull back a lot of investment on the VCS? I don't actually know. Whilst I'm an investor in Atari, I do have a stake in Atari. I don't know much about their plans. I don't know, like, long term, what their real goals are. Now, Wade Rosen has talked a good game about keeping the VCS supported, making more games for the VCS, helping expand the VCS. But I also think Atari needs to obviously be a bit more transparent about what they're doing long term, because we know for a fact that Atari has a huge game library now that they could easily make the VCS one of the must-have game consoles by just dumping a load of retro games on there, but they're not doing that, and that's a little bit disheartening to a lot of people, because obviously a lot of people want to play a lot of these classic games. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. Do you want to see Atari bring the Turok games to the VCS? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, turn notifications. I've been EC. And yeah, check out my other content. I make a ton of other content. I'm signing out. Peace.